Hello, hello, it's me, Emily, coming in with a new video. Because I knew this week I would be doing a lot of art, I thought, you know what, I'll film the whole week. Well, not the whole week, but just bits and bobs. I said in my last video I'll probably be doing a draw with me, but check it out, I'm not. I thought I'd do something a bit different because I don't want my channel to just be draw with me's all the time. I want to keep it kind of varied with the things I do, even though I do like doing draw with me's. Anyway, blah, 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 I digress. This video, the reason I decided to film this week in particular was because I knew I had a lot on my plate this week. If you watched my last video, you remember me saying that I'm starting pet portraits, like commissions. People pay me to paint their pet, basically. And if you are interested in getting your own pet portrait done or just looking at my shop, the link will be in the description. It's called Art with M Shop on Etsy. And I've had quite a few orders, which is lovely. It's very nice. I thank you everyone if anyone watching this has ordered a pet portrait or just ordered anything from my shop, to be honest. Thank you very much for the support. It means a lot because the Etsy shop, you know, it's my dream to have an Etsy shop and sell all my art. Thank you very much. And even just watching this video and supporting the channel is fantabby-dozy. I love it. Thank you very much. Anyway, so here we go. This is a cute little doggy. My first ever commission, and what a cute little dog it was. I paint all the pet portraits in watercolour, and then I go in with an acrylic background. I only do the face and a little bit of the torso. I don't do like the full body just because that would take a lot longer. Oh, here I am moving on to the background. Before I go ahead and paint it onto the actual painting, I do a digital mock-up of what the background could look like first, and I'll give like various options for colours and patterns and things like that for the person who's bought the portrait to see, and then once they've said what they want, I go ahead and paint it, just because I don't want to paint a background that they hate and I've kind of ruined it. Like, for instance, I could paint a green background on something and I could be like, ooh, yuck, 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 green's my least favourite colour, no thank you. So I always want to make sure before I go ahead and add the background that they like it, because I don't want all that work to go to waste, you know, because it takes a long time to paint these. I'd say it averages around 5 hours for me to paint these. Painting the actual animal is 4 hours and then the background is an hour. It takes me so long to just paint a solid block of colour behind the animal because it takes quite a few layers sometimes, and it just got to be really neat with it to get the edge super clean. So it does take me quite a while. It takes me like 5 minutes just to paint like a star or like that crown. It just drags on, it does. I really do like the way the backgrounds look on these portraits. I think it's something a bit different and original than your standard pet portrait. It just adds a pop of colour, something fun, so I like them. Okay, so here I am packaging some orders. I thought it'd be nice for you to see just all the things I get up to in a week, and that includes packing some orders. I thought it'd just be nice for you to see how I package them as well. I always put a bit of cardboard in to keep them sturdy, and then a bit of tissue paper. I love a bit of tissue paper. Oh, and I have some really cute little stickers which I made, and I just really like them, so I use them to seal it up, and then I make little thank you notes as well to put on each one, because of course I am very grateful for everyone who spends their money on my art. It's very nice. It warms my heart. Anyway, so what day are we on now? I can't remember. Is it Tuesday? Wednesday, Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Painting some cats. We got 3 cats for this one. It was a big one. If I'm ever painting a commission with 3 animals on like this one, I paint it on A4 paper just to make sure I can fit everything on, because the last one we saw before was around A4 size. Not A4, A5 size. Imagine if A5 was a tiny bit bigger to make it into a square. That's what size it was. I mean, if we want to get precise, it's 200mm by 200mm. Or just 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres. But yeah, just making sure it's on bigger paper to fit everything in, because I don't want them all squished and tiny. So I've already painted the cat, the ginger cat on the left, no, right, left, right, left, on the left. My left and rights are so bad, I always get them mixed up. If you've noticed, I've only been painting I've only been filming little snippets throughout the week, so I didn't bother filming the ginger cat just because otherwise this video would get way too long. So I've just filmed little snippets rather than filming the entire process, just to make sure this video was a reasonable length. Oh, you know what happened this week? I got some exciting news. I got a letter off my teachers from foundation. If you don't know, I just finished a foundation degree and I got told that I got a distinction. Woo 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 woo! It's the highest mark you can get. Check me out. I think my head's too big. I won't be able to fit through doors. Anyway, no, it was lovely to hear, because obviously I do put a lot of effort into all the work I did. If you don't know, the whole Bean and Bog children's book thing I made was for foundation, so to hear that the hard work's paid off and I got a high grade, it's lovely to hear. I would really like to make a video showing all the work I did in foundation, but it's just waiting until I can get my book back. I've heard off my teacher that we can get it back. I think she said end of July we'll be able to go and collect all our work, because one of my books at home with me, the book with all the Bean and Bog stuff in, but I've got 2 more books locked up in college waiting for me to get my hands on them, and they're all lonely and they just want to come home, you know. So I'm waiting to get them, hopefully by the end of August, I think she said. So then I'll be able to get right on it with making a video showing all my foundation works, because they're some of my favourite videos to make, the ones where I go through all my work from like A-levels and taking it back to GCSE, and then I'll be able to show my foundation work as well, which will be nice. So here, moving on to the background. For the colour of the background, I get a feeling for it. I just look at the animals and I think, what colour would suit these animals? So as you saw before, I gave the person who bought this quite a few options, different background colours, and they chose this one, the kind of foresty green, which I thought was the best decision as well. I really liked it. And then I just had pops of orange to kind of match the ginger cat on the left, tie the whole piece together, and I think that forest green gives quite an elegant, sophisticated look. Alright, so moving on to, what day are we on? Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. Moving on to another painting, believe it or not, of, yes, in fact, another dog. I've already kind of started this one. I'm pretty much halfway through, because like I said, I don't want to film everything, otherwise the video would just get way too long. I don't really know what to say about these paintings, because I kind of just do the same thing for all of them, so I don't want to get too repetitive. I feel like I say this every single time I use watercolours, but I'm going to say it again. You got to start light and you work dark. So I always start with a super light coat and just gradually build up the darker colours to make sure I don't make a mistake. Because if I go in with a darker colour straight away and realise it's the wrong colour or it's in the wrong place, I'm kind of stuck, because it's there and it ain't going nowhere. Oh, look how satisfying that is. I love peeling dried up paint off my my palette. I call it a palette, it's just a Tupperware lid. I could peel paint off them all day. So I gave, again, like I did for the last one, the person who bought this options of backgrounds, and they ended up going for this one. So I just went ahead and did it. I think the pink, again, was the best choice, because I thought I kind of added a few pink tones into the painting, into like the fur of the dog, and I also used a pink pencil to add a few details. So by adding a pink background as well, it kind of tied the whole piece together and made the background and the dog cohesive. That's a fancy word, isn't it? I also went ahead and added some rainbows and stars to the background, and also just some patterny kind of blobs, but I didn't really film that, to spruce up the background and give it that classic Emily charm, Emily look. I love to add stars and rainbows and just little patterns onto everything. I was a bit of an idiot after I finished painting this, because I forgot to film a shot of me showing the finished result before I gave it to the person who bought it. So I'll just have to put a picture of it up instead. I don't really think the picture does it justice, so the colours looked a lot nicer in real life, if I'm being honest, but it'll have to do. Hey up, she's on the run. First day was an exciting day because I had ordered some new art prints because I wanted to do a shop update, and they finally came. Say finally, it's not like I had to wait long, they only took like a week to come, so it's pretty quick actually. I thought I'd just show me unboxing them because, well, I have been filming all the arty things I've done this week, and I guess this is quite art related, isn't it? It's all my prints from my shop. So yeah, I was really excited about that. I ran to the door, I was zooming to get my prints, and they look gorgeous, very happy with them. I ended up reordering some prints that were already in the shop because, well, some had sold out and then some were pretty close to selling out, so I thought I'd buy some more of them, and I also got some new prints as well, which is fun. Okay, I'm going to take some time to talk about this video's sponsor. Well, not really. The sponsor is me. I've sponsored myself. So let's take some time, pause the video, to look at my Etsy shop. Woo! These are the new updated prints. You can get these lovely set of free postcard size prints. You can buy them individual or as a set, and there's also a matching sort of set that you can buy as well. So there's 6 of them all together that all look cute together. And then there's these landscapes again, which you can buy individual or together, and they're A5 and they just look lovely as well. And finally, there's this cheeky little orangutan chap. He's just swinging in the trees, having a good time. He's also A5. And then of course there's all the other prints that are already in my shop. So yeah, that's it. I'll stop talking about it now. Move on. And by stop talking about it, I mean I'm going to carry on talking about it, because here are my prints in my drawer, organised lovely. I wish my drawer was a little bit bigger, to be honest, because it's a little bit snug in there now with all these extra prints, but it gets the job done. So just packaging some orders again. This time the person ordered, was it a full set of postcards? Can't remember. Nice little package. I love packaging orders. I find it so relaxing. Just kind of shut my brain off and wrap things up and make them look pretty. Okay, so we're getting close to finishing this video now. We're on to Friday, last day of the week. Well, that's just not true, is it? Saturday, Sunday. You get what I mean, the last day of the weekdays. And again, another dog, nothing new. And I've also done quite a bit of it because I don't want to film everything. The video just gets too long. Usually what I do, and I think this might be a bit weird how I do it in this order, because usually if I'm painting a face, I always do the eyes first. The eyes are the first thing I always do. But for some reason when I'm painting an animal, I like to get a bit of the fur down and then do the eyes kind of in the middle. So I'll do a bit of the fur, then eyes, and then carry on with the fur. I feel like the eyes really help to figure out the darkest tone of the painting, if that makes sense, just because before I put the eyes in, the painting's very light, but then obviously once the eyes go in and I have to do the black of the pupil, it adds like a dark tone to the painting, so then I'm not afraid to add more dark tones to the painting in the fur. So that's just what I like to do. That's a process I've gone with. That's how it gets done. Moving on to the background now, and giving her some options, and she went for this option, and I feel like I say this every time, but I feel like that was also my favourite option, and I was hoping she would pick that one. She did ask me though to add in a couple more stars towards the bottom, and she also asked me to add some hearts in as well, so I made sure to do that. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I'm only doing these portraits up until I think around the 7th of September is when I'm going to stop them, because I'm going to uni on the 13th, and obviously I don't want to still be doing these whilst I'm at uni. So if you do want to get your portrait of your pet painted, make sure to obviously do it before then. But also, before this video ends, I just thought I'd mention next week I don't think I'll make a video, just because I've been making videos every week for quite a few weeks now, and I just want a little break. Plus these pet portraits take a long time to do, and I've still got a fair few to get through, so yeah, there'll be no video next week, but I will keep my Instagram updated with all the bits and bobs I get up to. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. See you soon.